I'm going to jump over, and this is a guest I've been waiting to talk to, Robin Cross from StoneX. Robin's a lumber guy. Robin, why don't you jump on in? Let's quickly talk about lumber. What are you seeing in your area of the world? Because I find it incredibly interesting.
Okay, well, good morning, Scott, and it's good to have you, man. Welcome to the channel. Lumber right now is really in the post-holiday kind of expiration, searching for price discovery right now, and that's really what's going on. I'm not too sure of your familiarity with lumber, but during this time there's no limits on the front month, right? So July is currently in no limits. So I've seen $100 up days, $100 down days. But what happens more often than that, the market is kind of pretty steady. It's really just pure liquidation. Open interest in lumber still continues to be a big giant struggle, Scott. We have July coming in with only 223 contracts. So we still have till next Thursday. So we have another week of trading action to get out 223 cars. I can tell you firsthand, a good portion that is going to be set aside for delivery. So it's probably even less than that. So I think, the moves you're kind of seeing now is pretty much what we're going to see. So all eyes are on September right now. September, let me go through the prices. You got July lumber coming in at $750.30, down $29.70. September is $774.60, which is limit down. 47 cars in the pool. We only traded 3 contracts in July and 108 in September. But we really got this good old-fashioned price tug-of-war in here. On one hand, on the bullish hand, we got fires. We got the market, the most oversold commodity market probably in history was lumber up to last week. And so you really got those in there. But you and I both know as floor guys that, it's not good enough, I don't think, to turn the sell-off tide just yet. I do believe that builders that, literally just got $110,000 off in 5 weeks from what they were paying in lumber should absolutely start booking these jobs and getting this stuff done. The real question is, are the DIY guys that drove this market up last year going to return? And at this price level, I don't really think so. I do believe that if you had some jobs on deck already, go ahead, see them through because you're getting a significant break. But in reality, you'd still double the cost of the lifetime average of lumber. So it's not, you don't really have that excitement. And as I was saying to you last week, we really have, went from last year, I'm stuck at home, I'm going to work on the house. So this year, you know what, it's open, I'm out. And you and I in our own lives are probably seeing that. That's for sure in my house. Cash is definitely still searching for a bottom. Hopefully we find one sooner than later. And then I think that what you'll see is the market kind of sideways till the end of July. And then I'll bet you we'll get some because, SEP is really your last demand month for building season. So it happens every year. We're kind of seasonally weak post-expiration, post-4th of July. Going into the end of the month, guys start getting on stuff. But who knows how much damage we do to the market before we get to that point. So we'll see where we're at here going forward.
Robin, it's a widely watched market, and you touched on it earlier. It's funny how it's so widely watched, but the volumes aren't really that crazily high, number one. And number two is, real quick, we don't have a lot of time, but I'd like to get your thoughts on, it seems like to me that this housing market and these housing numbers are kind of coming off the boil a little bit. What do you think?
For sure, agreed. To your first point, I did a survey several years ago of the entire lumber industry, right? Because, I've been here next month 25 years. And literally 100% of the lumber industry watches the lumber market, less than 1% trade. It's really a shame. It's such a beautiful tool, and they totally waste it, but everybody wants to talk about it. And as far as housing, we're still underbuilt no matter what. That's why what I think ultimately will always keep a floor in lumber because just there's not enough available existing homes on the market, especially in the suburbs. There's going to be a ton left in the city, but in the suburbs, it's tight. Realtors are telling me 17 to 21 minutes their listings are lasting. So housing market is still hot, but it's definitely it's definitely something to keep an eye on for sure.
Right. I really, Robin, that's awesome. I really appreciate your insight on the lumber market. It's something that I follow too, and we'll wait and see how that shapes up and if we can do, you can find a bottom there. So we will be right back with the proteins after this.